Are teachers giving too much homework? You probably say yes, and I say yes. Yes, they are. Welcome back to Capo TV, the channel where we know school is a joke, but you still have to do something. If this is your first time here to the channel and you also think school is a joke and you want to help spread that message, then hit the subscribe button now. Apparently, in high school in the United States, the average amount of homework per night that teachers assign is 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours a night for an average of 5 classes. If you consider that you're in school for 35 hours, you add 17, that's 52 hours of work each week for a school kid. And here I thought child labor laws were supposed to prevent kids from working overtime in factories. Here's one of my biggest problems with homework in a K-12 setting. If the kids don't care about it in class, why would you think they're gonna work on it outside of class? I don't think it's a reasonable expectation for little Johnny to work on coloring that world history map when he doesn't give two hoots about Christopher Columbus. He would rather go home to study how to modify his old Xbox so he can play 5,000 Nintendo and arcade games on it. I mean, after all, you're in school for 35 hours or more per week. Is that not enough time for the teacher to get done what he or she needs to get done? And most of the homework that I've seen assigned is just bogus nonsense. Like I mentioned a second ago, take this map home and color in the lines. Take this worksheet home and fill in the blanks. Oh darn, we ran out of time for this cut and paste activity. Take it home and finish it. One of the worst parts, if you don't do this meaningless homework, then your grade is going to suffer for it. And let's go back to the time factor for just a second, where you're expected to take home an average of 3.5 hours of homework per night. I can't think of any other regular everyday job where you're expected to take home almost 4 hours of your work. And if you are expected to, then you're probably getting paid for it, or at least there are some fringe benefits associated with it. To me, it's just unreasonable to expect that a K-12 student is going to spend almost 4 hours after school to do more school, especially when the material is pointless and is only assigned to fulfill certain curriculum requirements. Now, I have talked about college recently and how in college, almost all of the work that you do is homework. But that's because college classes only meet twice a week, and those 2 times a week meetings are more to just solidify what you learned outside of class on your own. In addition, most people are in college by choice, and if you no longer want to be in college, you can leave freely. You don't have any of those luxuries in K-12. You are forced to be there every morning of every day. Otherwise, your parents get arrested. I don't know how cohesive this video is going to be as it pertains to answering the question, are teachers giving too much homework? But I do know that in the K-12 setting, there's almost no reason to have homework. There is a lot of time available during the school day and during the school year to get things done in class. Even if you only have 45-minute periods or something like that, you're there every day. So it's up to the teacher to use time efficiently, and ultimately it's up to the student to use their time wisely to get things done in class. If a student doesn't care about the work, he or she is not going to care about it outside of school just because you say it's homework and it counts for a grade tomorrow. We'll have to revisit this homework topic in the future because I think it's pretty interesting. But what is your opinion? Do you think teachers are giving too much homework? Leave a comment down below and let's talk about that. And if this was your first time here to Capo TV and you also think school is a joke and you want to help spread that message, then hit that subscribe button now. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.